Alright guys, latest addition to the fleet, 1985 CJ-7. The plan for this one is going to be to build it up like Dixie on the Daisy Duke Jeep on the Dukes of Hazzard. It's going to be a good base. It's already white, it's already the right style. It's not quite the same year, but it'll be close. That's the plan. A lot more to come. Hope you guys are excited. A little bit more close-up video here, guys. We got typical CJ-7 dash, got a little add-on tack. Everything looks good. The floor pans are good. No rust holes. It's already got a liner, like a bed liner type stuff on it to help keep it that way. We just drove it around the block real quick. It drives fine. I mean, typical old Jeep fashion, steering is more of a suggestion and less of a precise thing, but I mean, it's a Jeep. That's kind of what you would expect. So there's a few spots here and there, a little bit of rust that's gonna have to be taken care of when we get it repainted, but all in all, it's not bad at all for a 1985 that's been living on a ranch. So we'll get started on it pretty soon, get it in there and get it cleaned up so we get an idea what we're working with here, and start with the safety stuff with brakes and fluids and electrical, and make sure the lights and everything work, and make sure it cools and all of that stuff, because it's going to get hot again here pretty soon. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this content. I'm excited to get working on it. So yep, we'll see you soon. All right, so the new Jeep's been at the house about 3 hours now, and as you know, I'm impatient, so I got started a little bit. Got a quick list of stuff I've ordered. So there's a pretty nasty oil leak right in there, which I'm hoping is translating to the oil I see on the bottom of the engine, but it may or may not be. So went in and ordered valve cover gasket and the cap, because the cap's cracked. The key cylinder doesn't turn to lock, and you can literally just pull the key out and turn the cylinder and it fires right up. So got a new key cylinder coming, and then a new air filter housing here because it's pretty rough. Went ahead and I was actually able to reuse the old mirror from the OBS over there, and it mounted right up to the little shoe that was on the windshield. So I got a mirror. I got these mirrors lined up and tightened up. I got the bed cleaned out and took off some more of the, it used to have a big spare tire holder thing on the back here. I still haven't got this one off because they're kind of buried, hard to get to. This bumper is going away. I'm going to go back to the C-channel flat bumper with just a receiver hitch to carry like one of those cargo trays, you know, so you can put like your ice chest, your fishing poles, shit like that on it. And then just going to keep working. It did come with a lift kit over here. Come with a full Skyjacker 2.5 inch. So it's got springs, shocks, bushings. It's got a new steering stabilizer, and it come with ball joints for the front. It doesn't seem like it needs them. It seems pretty tight. I mean, this old of a Jeep, steering is more of a suggestion. It's not really that precise. You just kind of point it at a general direction and that's where it goes. But yeah, it's going to keep me busy. I'm going to be taking this stuff off. Looks like that was probably a windshield hoop. Probably going to keep these because even without a lift, it's fairly tall. So I'll probably keep these and just clean them up. I'm going to replace this bumper with a more authentic bumper. Probably some new tail lights. I'm really hoping I can keep the plate, because I like the RBF. I like that, so I'm hoping I can keep those. But a few things going on here. It does have a security setup. You just pull this thing off and it won't start anymore. So you got to have this thing. It's just kind of bulky, but it works. So that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a blast. It's going to keep me busy. It's going to let me and the missus work on it together and kind of spend some time together, where typically I'm out here by myself. So that'll be fun, because this is, end of the day, this is her Jeep. She wanted a Daisy Duke Jeep, and that's the goal. Basically a Golden Eagle replica, probably without the eagle on the hood. I don't think she wants the eagle, but she does want the bronze wheels, black trim, things like that. And I'll reveal it later, but she's already picked out a name and got ideas for hood graphics and everything. So she's been thinking about this a while, so I'm excited to help her build her dream. So I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys tag along with us on this adventure. Quick update on progress on the CJ-7. I got some stuff ordered. I'm still waiting to get the hood back there for the OBS complete so I can make some room into this shop. But I want to give you guys a rundown of what all I've already ordered and got on hand that we're going to be tackling first. So let's check that list out. So as I said earlier in the video, the valve cover, gasket, the oil cap, the key cylinder. I learned the key cylinder is actually not bad. There's a little lever on the console, or on the steering column, that you got to flip to get the key to turn all the way. But I got a new key cylinder just in case. Air filter, of course. So the brakes are not assisted. They're not vacuum assist, and they honestly, they suck. You hit the brakes the first time, it goes to the floor. You got to pump it 2 or 3 times to get anything out of it. So I've ordered a vacuum assist brake booster, which I think is a really cool upgrade. I'm really excited to get that installed, because I feel like that's going to be a huge safety difference. It's going to make it feel like a much more modern vehicle and drive a lot better. I went ahead and grabbed some brake pads. They're not super low, but I'm going to be having all of that stuff off to inspect it anyway, so I might as well switch the pads. There's some slack in the steering. As I said earlier, the steering is more of a kind of a suggestion. It's not really all that precise. So I did find one of the connections of the steering shaft that goes from the steering wheel to the steering box has some play in it, so I ordered a new one of those. And then of course the fuel filter. I'm probably going to be dropping the tank pretty soon because the fuel gauge doesn't work, and I don't know if it's a bad cinder or if there's just a wire broken somewhere. So that's going to stir up a lot of mess, but when I have the tank down, I can see how bad the inside is. But for now, I'm just going to replace the filter. I mean, they're cheap insurance. So that's going to be the rundown of what all we're going to be doing first off on the Jeep. First and foremost is going to be, we want to make it safe, right? We want the brakes to work good. We want the steering to be precise. We want all the lights and everything to work. We want it to cool, things like that, to make it usable. And then as soon as I can get this hood done and get it back on the truck, we're going to have it in here. We're going to tear it down. I did do some measurements, and I'm pretty sure it does already have a 2.5-inch lift on it. So these parts over here are just replacement for what's there, which is really cool because I get all new springs and shocks and everything, and it doesn't get any taller. So I plan on installing that. We're going to get the wheels off and get them dismounted so I can get them out to get them powder coated, get that bronzed out. And I'm still on the look for bumpers. If you know anybody that has CJ-7 stock original bumpers in the Houston area, please let me know. Anything else for that matter. I'm going to be switching the interior out to tan. It's got some nice best top seats now, but they're black and we want them to be tan. So it's going to be a long list of things to do, and then at the end of the day we're going to be having it painted white again, just clean up the rust and things like that. But that's kind of long distance. I would like to get it usable and drivable and everything by her birthday, which is in May. So that's kind of the goal. So you guys stick with me. I hope you guys are excited for this, and let's do it. I really think this is going to be a fun project for us to do together. If you like this content, if you like the old CJs and you want to keep up with my progress, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and then hit the notification bell so you get notifications when I upload the next video for this project. But for now, you guys have a good one and rock on.